Akashwani presents Morning News. Good morning. I am Nishit Kumar. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to inaugurate 9th edition of Raisina Dialogue in New Delhi today. Prime Minister to hold bilateral talks with his Greek counterpart, Kyriakos Mitsotakis, this afternoon. Punjab and Haryana High Court says tractor trolleys cannot ply on highways under provisions of Motor Vehicles Act. Government to come out with draft regulatory framework for artificial intelligence by July this year. And in cricket, 17th edition of Indian Premier League to kickstart from the 22nd of March. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will inaugurate the 9th edition of Raisina Dialogue in New Delhi today. The Greek Prime Minister will be the chief guest and keynote speaker at the 9th Raisina Dialogue to be held from today till the 23rd of February in New Delhi. The three-day Raisina Dialogue will witness participation of representatives from over 100 countries, including ministers, former heads of state and heads of government, military commanders, captains of industry, technology leaders, academics, journalists, and scholars on strategic affairs. Foreign ministers from participating nations have started arriving in New Delhi for the dialogue. They include Bhutan Foreign Minister Leonpo Dien Dhongyal, Lithuanian Foreign Minister Gabrielius Landsbergis, and Foreign Minister of Estonia Margus Šakna. Our correspondent has filed this report.
The Raisina Dialogue is India's flagship conference on geopolitics and geoeconomics. It is committed to addressing the most challenging issues facing the international community. The theme of this edition is Chaturanga, Conflict, Contest, Cooperate, Create. Over the course of 3 days, decision makers and thought leaders of the world will engage each other across conversations in various formats over 6 thematic pillars. These include tech frontiers, regulations and realities, peace with the planet, invest and innovate, and war and peace, armories and asymmetries. Suparna Saikia, Akashwani News, Delhi.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi will hold bilateral talks with his Greek counterpart Kyriakos Mitsotakis in New Delhi this afternoon. Prime Minister of Greece arrived in New Delhi last night on a 4-day state visit to India. He is being accompanied by senior officials and a high-powered business delegation. The visiting dignitary will be accorded a ceremonial welcome at the forecourts of the Rashtrapati Bhavan this morning. Prime Minister Modi will also host a lunch banquet in honor of the Greek Prime Minister. He will also visit Mumbai before returning to Athens. This is the first bilateral head of the state or government level visit from Greece to India after 15 years. The last prime ministerial visit from Greece to India took place in 2008. Ministry of External Affairs said India-Greece relations have been elevated to strategic partnership during Prime Minister's visit to Greece in August last year. The relations are based on shared cultural values, commitment to foster economic growth, collaboration in the fields of security and defense, shipping, maritime, and marked by convergence on regional and global issues. The two countries have also been cooperating closely in various multilateral forums. Government has urged agitating farmers to maintain peace amidst their continued protest and rejection of its proposal over the minimum support prices MSP for crops. Talking to media in New Delhi, Union Agriculture Minister Arjun Munda stressed on the need of finding a peaceful solution together. He added that they had a discussion with farmers' leaders and several proposals were deliberated.
सरकार के माध्यम से हमने कोशिश किया कि लगातार वार्ता को जारी रखते हुए हम आगे बढ़ाएं और कुछ प्रस्ताव पर बातचीत हुई, प्रस्ताव से वो सहमत नहीं है। ये वार्ता, ये संवाद हमारा जारी रहना चाहिए और शांतिपूर्ण ढंग से हमें इसका समाधान ढूंढना चाहिए। मैं अपील करूंगा सभी संगठनों से, हम लगातार सरकार के माध्यम से चिंता कर रहे हैं कि इस देश के अन्नदाता किसान के लिए बेहतर से बेहतर कैसे हो सके। लगातार ये कोशिश करना चाहिए कि हमारा संवाद बना रहे।
Recently, during the talks with farm leaders, central government had proposed the buying of pulses, maize and cotton crops by its agencies at MSP for 5 years. However, the proposal has been rejected by the farm leaders. Punjab and Haryana High Court has censured the protesting farmers who are camping at the Shambhu border with hundreds of tractors. A two-judge bench comprising of Acting Chief Justice G.S. Sandhavalia and Justice Lapita Banerjee said that protesters cannot disrupt the public life. The court added tractor trolleys cannot be used on highways as per the Motor Vehicles Act. The bench also questioned the Punjab government for permitting large assembly of farmers. The High Court was hearing a PIL filed by advocate Uday Pratap Singh, a resident of Panchkula. The petitioner pointed out that the road blockade has been causing inconvenience to residents and is also a hindrance to the movement of ambulances, school buses and pedestrians since February 13th. The Punjab and Haryana government submitted status report on the ground situation during the hearing. The PM Kisan Samman Nidhi has made significant strides in transforming the lives of small and marginal farmers in the country since its inception in December 2018. Under the scheme, eligible farmers receive an income support of 6,000 rupees per annum, which is paid in 3 equal installments. The funds are transferred directly into the account of farmers. We have a report by our Kochi correspondent.
The Kisan Samman Nidhi has played a vital role in strengthening rural economies and fostering inclusive growth in the country, especially in rural areas. Sunil Kumar, belonging to Pattamangalam at Ramanatugara in Kozhikode, is a carpenter who harbors an insatiable passion for farming.
My
name is Sunil Kumar. I have received 15 installments of PM Kisan Samman Nidhi till now, which I am utilizing well for agriculture related activities. I have benefited a lot from the scheme. I have used the money for providing manure for coconut trees, besides farming turmeric and tapioca. I think the scheme is of great help. I have been receiving money since the scheme's inception. I have encouraged others also to enroll themselves in the scheme. There are many people in this region whose livelihood is totally dependent on farming who have benefited.
The Kisan Samman Nidhi holds immense potential to serve as a catalyst for agricultural transformation and rural development in the country. With Nasir Babu in Kozhikode, Raj Mohan, Akashvani News, Kochi.
This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. Welcome back. Minister of State for Electronics and Information Technology Rajiv Chandrasekhar has said that the government will come out with a draft regulatory framework for artificial intelligence AI by July this year. Addressing the opening session of the two-day NASSCOM Leadership Summit in Mumbai, the minister said that the government is working on a draft AI regulation framework that is set for release in June or July this year.
No escaping the need for an alignment around the principles that will be the underpinning of this global framework. And India has offered to lead the charge on creating this draft framework. We expect to have a draft framework discussed, debated before June, July of this year and have a mid-year GPA summit. They will essentially be around this basic principle that every platform has to be legally accountable for any harm that it causes or enables.
He added that the intention is to harness AI for economic growth and address potential risks. He added that the government is determined to build AI-skilled individuals. The minister also highlighted the importance of a global governance framework that deals with the safety and trust of AI. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh will officially inaugurate the 12th edition of Milan 2024, the flagship naval exercise hosted by the Indian Navy in Visakhapatnam. He will also inaugurate the Milan Village at the Eastern Naval Command Base to mark the occasion. We have more from our correspondent.
The city of Visakhapatnam is fully prepared for the official launch of Milan 2024, the largest multinational naval exercise of the Indian Navy. A mesmerizing full-dress rehearsal was held yesterday with more than 2,000 personnel from participating navies marching with pride, echoing the spirit of international cooperation. The Union Defence Minister will arrive in Visakhapatnam today and participate in the inauguration ceremony at the Samudrika Naval Auditorium at the Eastern Naval Command. Speaking to Akashvani, the officials of Eastern Naval Command said that both the aircraft carriers INS Vikramaditya and the indigenously built INS Vikrant will take part in this naval exercise. The officials also said that Milan would be an excellent platform for the participating navies to share ideas and ensure the safety of maritime commerce for growth and prosperity of all. With Allu Murali, this is Sri Sai for Akashvani News, Visakhapatnam.
Minister of Ayush, Sarbanand Sonowal, will launch a national-level project for health screening and management through Ayurvedic interventions in the national capital today. The project aims to benefit over 20,000 tribal people. Under the project, screening of the general health condition of the students enrolled in classes 6 to 12 will be done. Government has said that the relics of Lord Buddha presently kept in the National Museum in New Delhi will be taken to Thailand tomorrow. They will be displayed in 4 cities, including Bangkok and Krabi, where people will pay their obeisance to the sacred remnants. Briefing media in New Delhi yesterday, the Culture Secretary Govind Mohan said the relics will be flown back on the 19th of March. India Meteorological Department IMD has forecast a fresh western disturbance is likely to affect western Himalayan region from Saturday. Under its influence, scattered light to moderate rainfall and snowfall activity is likely over these regions during 24th to 26th of this month. Met Department said isolated heavy rainfall is likely over sub-Himalayan West Bengal and Sikkim tomorrow. It has also predicted light and moderate rainfall, very likely accompanied with thunderstorms and lightning over Punjab, Haryana, Chandigarh and Uttar Pradesh till tomorrow. The 17th edition of the Indian Premier League IPL will begin from March 22nd. IPL chairman Arun Dhumal said that the schedule of the first 10 days will be announced initially, while the roster for the remaining games will be announced once the dates for the general elections are made official. The dates for the Lok Sabha polls are expected to be announced in early March. The IPL chairman made it clear that the IPL matches will not be played overseas. He said they are waiting for the dates of the Lok Sabha elections to decide the venues of the matches. The T20 World Cup will begin on June 1st. It is expected that the IPL will be concluded latest by the end of May. Arunachal Pradesh is hosting the final rounds of the 77th National Football Championships for the Santosh Trophy 2023-24 at the Golden Jubilee Outdoor Stadium in UP from today. For the first time since its inception in 1941, the Santosh Trophy will be held in Arunachal Pradesh. The championship starts today, will end on March 9th. We have a report.
The opening match of the 77th National Football Championship for Santosh Trophy 2023-24 will be played between host Arunachal Pradesh and 5-time champion Goa today at the Golden Jubilee Outdoor Stadium in UP. 12 teams are participating in the tournament and are divided into 2 groups of 6 each. The participants include 6 group stage winners: Goa, Delhi, Manipur, Assam, Services and Maharashtra, 3 best second place teams Kerala, Mizoram and Railways, and 3 automatic qualifiers, that is host Arunachal Pradesh, last season's champion Karnataka and finalist Meghalaya. The new format of the tournament will see an expanding knockout stage with the top 4 teams from each group progressing to the quarterfinals. Rakesh Dole, Akashvani Samachar, Itanagar.
And now for a look at today's newspapers, it's over to Renu Kataria.
Thank you, Nishit. Prime Minister Modi says J&K seeing balanced development after abrogation of Article 370 is the cover page story in The Statesman. Prime Minister to open Raisina Dialogue in New Delhi today is the top story in the Tribune. Maharashtra House okays bill for 10% Maratha quota, says a report in the Times of India. India taking lead in framing global regime to regulate AI, says IT Minister Rajiv Chandrasekhar, according to Business Line. Punjab farmers march today. Government calls for peace. Talks is the top story in the Indian Express. US vetoes UN vote on Gaza ceasefire, pushes alternatives, reports The Hindu. Julian Assange in final battle in UK court to halt US extradition is the front page story in the Asian Age. And finally, Sensex reclaims 73,000 mark. Nifty reaches all-time high, says Hindustan Times. And with that, it's back to you, Nishit.
Thank you, Renu. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to inaugurate 9th edition of Raisina Dialogue in New Delhi today. Prime Minister to hold bilateral talks with his Greek counterpart Kyriakos Mitsotakis this afternoon. Punjab and Haryana High Court says tractor trolleys cannot ply on highways under provisions of Motor Vehicles Act. Government to come out with draft regulatory framework for artificial intelligence by July this year. And in cricket, 17th edition of Indian Premier League to start from 22nd of March. For details of these stories and more, log on to our website newsonair.gov.in and News on AIR app. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.